it's going to melt?
Shit, probably will, but keep talk, it's not polite.
How you feel?
I feel good, man. Definitely bittersweet to end this way, but kind of is what it is, So I've been doing it long enough to, understand, what kind of comes next, keep things in perspective, and just be ready for whatever happens in the future. So, I'm very thankful to be a part of this organization. The Will family, much appreciation. Rick and Coach Zim, for taking a chance on the kid back in 2014. Making my dreams come true, and it's been a pleasure being a Viking. For the last 8 years, I'm not too sure what the future holds, but whatever it is, I'll always have a special place in my heart for Minnesota, and even y'all. So, with that, y'all can shoot.
When you restructured your contract during the past offseason, did that up the ante for you in wanting to, no matter what the future would hold, that this year you wanted to end on a really high note?
No, it was a number of reasons. One, for myself to be able to have some flexibility in the future going forward, kind of bet on myself a little bit, hoping I had a good year and, I'd be able to have the opportunity to re-up this coming off season. And, I think it opened up some cap space for the team as well. I know we were a little tight. And to, take a little less to help another guy or two out, get another couple players. It's something I've always, been okay with. And, it didn't necessarily work out in terms of getting to the playoffs. But, like I said, it kind of is what it is. And I don't regret that decision.
Anthony, you were the first person drafted after Zimmer got hired. You guys have any conversation today before the final game or after, just about the journey and all?
Nothing, that I think that conversation might happen tomorrow and maybe sometime in the future. But, we've always been kind of on the same page. We're don't say a lot, but I think our relationship has grown and evolved over the past few years. And, I love Coach Zim. I know he's catching a lot of heat, but players play the game too. I think point the finger at us just as much as you're gonna point it at him. Someone's got to be the fall guy, I guess. And kind of is what it is. I don't know if the fans really appreciate him. This past few years as much as the players have. And I kind of feel the same way about myself. I know my teammates and my coaches appreciate me. And I feel like maybe that's not the case in the public, in the fan world. I know I get my love and all that, but for the most part, I feel like it's a little underappreciated. And I think that it kind of is what it is on that. So I still got all love for the fans. I know how fans are. It's all good.
Anthony, when you see the rumors about Coach Zimmer, this might be his last game. How do you feel? Does it kind of upset you? You've been so close to him and seen that kind of stuff.
No, it doesn't upset me. Like I said, that's the nature of the business. There's always going to be finger pointing, and as the head coach, you're going to have the most responsibility. It's just kind of the way it is. So it's unfortunate. I wish we would have been able to eke out a couple more wins in those tight situations, but the ball didn't bounce our way. We didn't. Some games we didn't put ourselves in the position. Came out kind of flat against the Rams. Didn't play too well last week against Green Bay. You can go through up and down each game this year and say if or what or whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, we just didn't get it done, and that's all that matters. So hopefully going forward, some things will be different, whether I'm here or not. I'm always going to be rooting for the Vikes.
Anthony, how would you describe what it's been like to play for Mike Zimmer for the last 8 years?
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been a learning experience. Coming out, I was a 3-4 outside linebacker. They moved me to off ball 4-3. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I think I've grown a lot as a player, just having to learn a different position. I don't disagree with that move at all. I've been successful for the most part. 4 Pro Bowls and a couple playoff victories, and I think I've been a key contributor to the team. Even if my numbers, everybody want to point numbers, don't necessarily say it, but I'm making all the calls, all the checks. I'm dialed in, making sure everybody's on the same page. So I think a lot of that, what I bring is the intangibles, and some people care about that, some people don't, but it's been fun. I've had a great experience, playing for him. We've had our differences, we've had our agreements, just like any coach player would, but he's always had my back, and I've always had his for the most part, and we'll see what the future holds.
Anthony, knowing how personally loaded then this game was it hard, knowing how personally loaded this game was for you and also for Coach Zimmer, was it hard not to be retrospective beforehand, or did you not allow yourself to get emotional about it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm an emotional person. Like, I'm a Pisces. We emotional. By nature, I'm a water sign. So yeah, I'm emotional about it. But like I said, everything. Keep everything in perspective. It's not the end of the world. The sun's gonna come up tomorrow. We're all gonna be okay. So. Like I said, it's bittersweet. I wish it could have been playing again next week, but it's not the case. So we'll keep moving.
When Coach was asked about you earlier, he used the word respect, that he respects you. When you hear that from a guy who's coached a lot of great players, how does that make you feel? Yeah,
I mean, it's mutual. I think respect is kind of the highest praise in this sport, in this game. Players tell me all the time after games, I respect you. I say the same thing back, to certain ones. But it's important, and that it's a good feeling. And it's a mutual feeling, Coach Zim comes to work every day. He's the same guy every day, whether you like it or not. He's him. With the media, with the players. I'm sure with his family. He's what you see is what you get. There's no window dressing, and he's just a very straightforward guy, for better or for worse. And I respect that. Some people, I think we're in a day and age, everybody want to be somebody, kind of be fake, and but that's not him. He's very, like I said, just straightforward. So I got nothing but respect for him as well. And it was a tough year to start. Definitely, I think a lot of that comes with this season didn't start off the right way. I had a knee procedure in early or late August. Missed 4 games after coming off a pec. That was tough. It was tough for me, and I could have easily folded and shut it down. But it's not really how I'm built. It's not really in my DNA. I catch a lot of slack, for being injured all the time, and I don't really care about playing, and I don't know where people come up with that kind of stuff. I think it's just a convenient argument, a convenient excuse or whatever. But I love the game of football. It's given me so much privilege, opportunity. And same with the coaches. So I think the coaches and my teammates respect me, knowing what I was going through, being able to fight back, playing through injury, playing games that probably shouldn't have been playing, but just being able to gut it out, and that's just the kind of person I am, and I put on the line for my guys, and I think that's where that respect comes from.
Anthony, you said you had a procedure. What was the nature of the procedure?
Yeah, I had a knee scope, pretty simple, straightforward, black and white, knocked me out about 4 weeks is what they said. And then there was just like it didn't really heal the way, it was supposed to, had some complications with that. I mean, now I'm fine, the last, I don't know how many games, the last 7, 8 weeks, I've kind of felt like myself, and I've been playing at a high level, and I think a lot of that has to do with being healthy, being able to run around, fly around, and use my abilities without feeling like there's a governor on it. Just being out there, being able to go out there and just play. So, but that took a lot of work. It wasn't like I just woke up one day and started feeling good. It was a grind to get there, but I felt like I owed it to my teammates, the organization, to figure out a way to get on the field and be productive. And I'm happy with the way I ended the season.
When was the knee scope approximately?
I said end of August.
Okay. And just your game today, 2 sacks. How'd you feel about your overall performance?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing good, so I'm not, surprised at it. I've always knew my opportunities were going to come at some point. I've been close on many occasions, and sometimes you get the sack, sometimes you don't. It's just kind of how it works, and I was able to get there a couple times a day. One of them was one of those, where the guy quarterback runs a, no-yard sack, which is, I mean, they count it as a sack, so I'm not going to complain, but it's not your traditional sack, but whatever. We'll take it. So I was happy with the way we were able to play.
Anthony, you guys had a pretty good run there, about 5 or 6 years of top 10 scoring defense. What has it been like the last 2 years when you've fallen way out of that? Just never really had pieces together at the same time?
Yeah, it's frustrating. No, definitely. You know, we're at least I'm accustomed to being on defense that is, like you said, you know, top of the ranks and top in scoring, top in yards. It wasn't the case. You know, we have a lot of young guys on the outside, other than Pat P, and you know, the learning experiences for those guys. You know, give them some good reps. But you know, I mean, you could point to a lot of different things and point the finger at a lot of different people. You know, at the end of the day, we just didn't get it done for whatever reason. So it was definitely frustrating, being on the field a little longer than we're supposed to. Again, we're on the field for 40 minutes again today. But kind of is what it is, man. You have your ups and downs. Your down years. Last year we were decimated with injuries. This year kind of again in certain positions, guys in and out of the lineup. So when you don't have that camaraderie and that continuity, I think that plays a factor. But I can't really give an answer as to why. Exactly why. We had struggled and was ranked so low, but it is definitely frustrating not to be able to be at the top of those ranks.
If an opportunity opens up for you in free agency to play as an edge rusher instead of an off-the-ball linebacker, is that an opportunity you prefer, or would you rather stay at off-the-ball linebacker?
I don't know. Something I gotta assess, and depends on the situation, the team, and all that. So I think fortunately for me, I have opportunities. I'll have my shot, my chance, somewhere. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see what comes of it. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Well, dressing up last, Justin Jefferson.